Hello, animators. Welcome back to HBToonzAcademy, where we turn your phone into a full cartoon studio. Today, we are learning how to draw and animate a simple character that waves using just your phone. Hello. By the end of this tutorial, you will have your own animated character waving hello, drawn and animated from scratch. No experience needed, just our phone, our Flipaclip and our IBS Paint. That's all we need. Now we are on IBS Paint interface. We are about to create our simple character. What we need to do right now is to click on the plus sign to create a new design. Then you click on OK with your landscape format 9020 by 1080. OK. Now we are ready to design our character from scratch waving. So we are going to be doing this step by step. Let's start with a simple body shape, a circle for the head and a 2 dots for the eyes and a line for the mouth and a stick arms and leg. So let's go ahead and do the design for our character. So let's get our circle. Yeah, this circle represents the head of our character, and let's give this character eyes. Let me zoom it out so you can see it properly. So let's create a new layer for the eyes. So I'm going to draw a circle, which I'm going to fill with black. Don't forget we are doing a simple character, so we fill that. So we take it, let's take that, I put it where it belongs. Yeah, this is great. So what you do is we're gonna duplicate it to get the second eye. Click on this plus sign, duplicate layer. There you have it. Then you go select your, then you move it to the normal position. Already we have our character, forming out. And to give it a nose, basically you can give it a line. Now next up, let's give it mouth as well, in line. So now we have our character's head, our simple character's head. So let's build up the body of our character. So we're going to go to another layer here. Basically you can mark this. Let's create a new layer with a plus sign, and let's give our character now a body. And let's give it a body basically to take off the hands and leg. So what we do, we play around with any shapes we like. So let's go ahead with let's select our brush and bring out our circle, which we're going to manipulate. So we can increase the thickness or reduce the thickness of the circles. So let's draw it on our screen and let's see what we have. I think this is okay. So let's manipulate this to give us the body we want. How are you seeing this? Great, right? So we have our character's body. We can actually make it so that we can move it around together. So in case we want to draw, when we want to draw the leg, so we have the body intact. So let's draw out our arm and leg. Remember, we want to make this character wave, so let's create a new layer for our characters, legs and arm. Character's leg is now inside. So what you do, duplicate that leg, bro, and what, inverse it, then what, select your leg. Now you have your character leg in position. You can actually fill it up. Cool and simple. Now let's bring our ham. We can as well merge it together, create a new layer. Now let's draw our character's ham. Our character is to perform a particular action, which is what, waving. So already our characters come here standing akimbo. So now the hand for waving, let's get down to that. So to draw your simple character normal hand, you can just basically firstly draw a circle. Yep. Next up, draw out your fingers, bro. So what do we have our character's hand appealing stick figure character. So this our character simple and fun. You can see it's fun and it's actually appealing. Just keep it simple and focus on the lines. So guys, this is just the beginning. In our phone animation mastering course, I teach you how to design full cartoon characters, human body anatomy, where you design your character in full human body shape and animate work cycles, lip sync and even skit. For more updates on that, join our Telegram channel or WhatsApp channel. The link is in the description. Now let's save our character and head on to Flipaclip. So guys, right on Flipaclip, what we're gonna do right now is to create a project. Click on the plus sign and create a project. Next up is to name our project. For this project, we are going to name it Wavy. Then we click on Done. Next up, we choose our canvas size. And as for this project, we are going to select YouTube 1080p because this will give us the quality and the aspect ratio that we need for this project. Next up, click on Back. After this, you have to select your FPS, which is frames per second. On the default settings, you have 12 FPS, which is actually good for film standard, so leave it at that. Next up, click on Create Project. Now the stage is set for us to animate our character. What we do next is to import our character by clicking on the three dots that we have up here circled for us and then select image, add image, Now our character is imported and is ready to be animated. You can actually position your character anywhere as you want it. So let's centralize this character so that it will be visible to all and the blind. What we do next before anything is to check if our onion skin is enabled. We have our onion skin be enabled just by clicking on this. You see it's checked and unchecked. Now it is enabled. So what is the use of this onion skin? The use is basically for you to see the previous action on previous frame. That's it, and this will give you the smooth animation and manipulation of your image of your characters as you want. Next up is to duplicate this character, to duplicate the frame for us to animate and give life to this character. How are you going to do that is to hold on to this. As you see, you have options popped out for you. You have the copy sign. Click on the copy sign. Once that is done, now click on the paste sign. You have your frame be duplicated. So that's for that. Now let's give life to this character. First thing first, let's separate the hand, which is the major concentration for the action this character wants to perform here. So we have to take our lasso, circle it carefully, click on the copy sign up here, delete it from this layer, click on this layer icon, click on the plus sign to create additional layer. Once that is done, then click on your paste. You have your hand in place that you can actually manipulate without any destruction, without any obstruction on your way. So that is that. I believe you've noted that. Now let's start animating the character waving. So what we're gonna do basically is to highlight it with your lasso tool and shift the hand inward, shift it inward and raise it up a bit. So once that is done, what you need to do thereafter is ensure that you have your character in position as it is originally by amending the broken part of the character. Just take your brush and check the density, ensure that it's in line. Yep, you're good and sharp. So what you do right here is you have it back in position. What you do next up is to do cleaning. Now that is done, if you play it, basically you see that the character is actually having life right now. Is having life, but we are not stopping at this. We have to make it, give it fluidity. You have to make it appealing. You get, but as for a beginner like this, it's somewhat okay, but not okay. Since you are on HBToonzAcademy, you have to be good to learn. So next up, to give this hand movement, to give the waving of fluidity, to make it more appealing, we have to add one basic principle of animation, which is sketch and stretch. And I talked about this as well in our previous video where we animate our bouncy ball. If you're yet to watch that, ensure you go back to it and watch it more. And for further explanation on sketch and stretch, we talked about that deeply in our phone animation full course. The link is in the description. Now what we do is that we're going to duplicate these two frames. this one in 2 frames, which will actually give us 4 frames to perform our smooth waving action. We're gonna duplicate this frame 2 to what? To our right hand side, and the frame 1 we're gonna duplicate it to what? To our left hand side. So we are gonna performing our sketch and stretch to frame 1 and what? To frame 4. So on frame 1 we're going to be performing what? Our sketch, and our frame 4 we are going to be performing what? Our stretch. So let's start off with frame 1. Basically we are going to be implementing this principle, the sketch and stretch, on this on the palm alone, on the palm, as I've highlighted, on the palm. You can copy it, delete, create, put it on the second layer to avoid any obstruction, then place it back here. You can actually manipulate or do whatever you want to do to it. So now let's adjust this, basically downward, turn it downward, highlight it again. Then now we're about to what? We're about to squash. We're about to squash. So what we do is that we break it down from the top of the finger, bring it down, then you stretch it out a bit, then now you stretch it out as well a bit. Now this palm, now as you can see, it's actually squashed, like bouncing down, pressing down. Now you're going to what? Place it back on where it's the hand belong. Here we're done with the squash. Make it perfect. That's okay. So this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Now we're going to work to frame 4 to do our what? To do our stretching. Same thing apply as we done on frame 1. We highlight what? Let's go to the frame 1. Yep. We highlight this, only the palm, only the palm, only the palm. Yes. Once you've done that, you copy it, you delete it, go to another frame. Since you don't want any disturbance on the way, you paste it back. Now you can move it anywhere, no issue at all. Then you can actually play around with it. So now let's stretch. Let's stretch this. Stretching. Let's stretch it up. Stretch. You see, it's stretched. Not only that, you take it inside. Take it inside. Take it inside. Yeah. Now, highlight it again. Place it back to where it belongs. Place it back to where it belongs. And rotate. Perfect. Now let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. See, you can see the difference from the first one we actually did. The 2 frames, and now see the difference with this. You can see the fluidity is smooth and your character is waving like real human being. You know what I'm talking about. Now you can actually go further by giving it a background if you want. So what you do is what you create another layer, break it down. That's basically color. Now you have your background in place. So your background in place. Let's copy, paste, paste, paste. So we're done. The next step we have to do is to duplicate these frames so that we get the looping action and smooth action that we want. Now we have the first movement from left to right, so I have to duplicate it for the action to be repeated from right to left. So what we do is to copy the frame, copy frame 3, shift it forward to frame 4 and frame 2, copy it, move it forward, make it frame 6, and we have the 6 frames, so we have to duplicate the 6 frames to give us our 12 frame per second. So click on the 3 dots here, go to frames viewer, select all. This option circled for us is being selected, so we have to copy and we paste. Now we have our frame completed. So next up, click on the 3 dots and make a movie. Click on the play. Congratulations, your first animated character is alive and is waiting. Hello. So see you next week Friday on another level of animation tutorial. You wouldn't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button and drop a comment if you completed today's wave animation. If you enjoyed that and you are ready to create characters, animate work cycles, math movement, even full skit like cartoon, join my Telegram channel or my WhatsApp channel. The link is in the description, and also you can check out my cartoon skit. The link as well is in the description. Enjoy.